So that's the kind of story that make even big men cry. The Brazilians are finally gold medalists at the Olympic Games. Neymar had the first and last to say. Brazil winning 5-4 on penalties. This is an absolutely wonderful occasion for the host nation.
Excellent occasion. This gold medal will mean much more than any other gold medal attained by the Brazilians.
So welcome back to Rio Unleashed here on TVJ, and from football to track and field is where we head. And later on this evening, the men and women will be trying to win us more medals at the games in Rio, the 4x4 teams to be exact. The medal ceremony, by the way, for the women's 4x1 relay comes up at just about 6:18. I think that's might be on the way. So we're going to head on over to it as soon as we get the feed there from Rio. But with me to just have a brief look at what's coming up, it's Mr. David Riley. With him over there is Bruce James. You also have Janelle Bromfield and Dwayne Extol. And we say welcome once again.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, let's start quickly with the final of the men's 4x4. Many might have doubted as to whether they'd have gotten into the final looking so impressive. What do you give them from here, Silva?
Oh no, they've gotten in there with fabulous style and fashion, 2:58.29, faster than even the time they ran last year at the World Championships. I expect that they're going to remove Rasheen McDonald, as we had discussed on Friday.
Simon Tomlinson and Shani Clear retained their respective singles titles as the InSports National Table Tennis Championship ended on Sunday at the National Arena. After spending a recent stint playing professionally in Sweden, title holder Simon Tomlinson started as the top seed at the three-day championships. But he knew from the very get-go he would have to go through the three-time winner, Kane Watson, in order to defend his crown. That meeting materialized in the final game, and Tomlinson showed the worth of his European trip as he raced into a two-set lead, 11-8, 11-8. Watson showed much better quality in the third set to trigger thoughts of a comeback as he won it 11-9 to cut the deficit. But Tomlinson was never fazed as he used his service game to increase the tempo and breezed through the following sets 11-9, 11-9 to win the best of 7 contest 4-1, and with it, his second consecutive title. Coming up in Primetime Sports Tuesday, exciting matchups loom at this week's National Senior Championships. Strapped for cash, Women's National League struggles to get rolling. And the Jamaica Talwas eyeing CPL glory in 2016. Good evening, I'm Damion Gordon. We'll have the details of these and more when Primetime Sports Tuesday returns. Good evening and welcome. We are on the eve of the Tri-Nation Series final between West Indies and Australia in Barbados, and it offers a chance for the regional side to show that they have made progress in more than one format of the game. Having toppled the world to claim a second T20 title early this year in India, they have shown that they can rub shoulders effectively with the best in the one-day arena by this latest achievement. And I must admit that I was of the view that they would have been a spectator to the final, given that key members such as Chris Gayle, Andre Russell and Dwayne Bravo are all missing. And yes, it is sad to see those names miss out due to selection criteria. But this can only be good for the Caribbean side going forward. At some point, the big names will only be mentioned on the pages of history, and it's added motivation if the team can win while in transition. Here is Gutsmore. He can really lash them from a distance. And he has gone for it! Wow! Derby goal, and what a beauty! And suddenly, this derby match has opened up. Thanks to Gutsmore